Wrestling 911.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are here for some great tag team action at Strokers Billiards. And not only is this great tag team action, this is the fruits of my intellectual prowess. SnowMan, this is the after effect of the tactical brilliance of Simon Says.
This is the SnowMan here with Simon Says. Please tell us about that. What is the history here? You've been sending man after man after the Biff, trying to keep him down, keep him away from your heavyweight title. How did you convince the virus to try to take out Biff tonight?
It's no secret that I paid off the Gangsters in order to handle my business, my matters with Biff. However, they ran their course, and I needed another obstacle. I needed another hindrance, so to speak, because I have way more important matters to deal with than the Biff. So how do you get gentlemen like the virus to undertake such a task? You don't bribe them with money. You don't bribe them with women.
I'm not even sure they like women.
You entice them with blood. You entice them with violence. You entice them with revenge. Jude Mackenzie was embarrassed at another promotion at the hands of the Biff. And now, what you're seeing is the after effect of a little pep talk that you were there to film between myself and Jude Mackenzie. And I don't know where this disgusting hillbilly with the raccoon hat came from.
The dirty white boy?
But this was supposed to be a 2-on-1 affair between the virus and the Biff. And this idiot, the offspring of Haystacks Calhoun and Steve Carino, stuck his nose where it doesn't belong, and I can tell you right now, Snowman, it's not going to end pretty for this moron.
Well, the dirty white boy is certainly taking Alex Decay in the black shirt. Jude Mackenzie now jumping into the ring with the purple and black trunks. That is the dirty white boy, and now tagged in Biff Slater. Biff, 6'4", 285 pounds with a big European uppercut, just taking Alex Decay down. Slater has been a champion all over Florida and just taking it too with a stiff kick on Alex Decay.
You're right, Snowman. Biff has been a champion all over the state of Florida, but you know what? He's not the ASW champion. You know who is?
Who is
I'm the ASW champion.
I've only heard that from you like maybe once or twice. No, 40, 50 times tonight.
Well,
but
yeah.
You deserve the right to brag as you are the heavyweight champion.
Damn right. If you had an inkling of an idea of what it is to be a winner, you'd be bragging too. However, the only thing you can brag about is your gigantic teeth and your horse face.
And I do sit next to you, and that's really my claim to fame, is I get to sit next to Simon Says. I ask people to take pictures of me sitting next to Simon Says.
Well, if you continue to patronize me, you're going to be able to brag about the fact that you got punched in the face by Simon Says. How about that?
I'll buy one of your DVDs. I'll even patronize you.
I'll get my good friend New Jack to bust a bottle over your head. How about that?
New Jack will bust bottles and will drink bottles, and I think that's what he's off to do right now as a bottle of whiskey awaits.
And here we see Jude Mackenzie. I don't know why he's shying away from this disgusting, smelly hillbilly, but Biff right back on Alex Decay. Here we see the whip into the ropes.
And Biff Slater now and Alex Decay, two big heavyweights in the ring now. Both these guys no stranger to hardcore wrestling in this tag team contest tonight.
You're not going to see any holds being exchanged, much like the match between Aaron Epic and Chaotic Romeo. You're going to see straight up smash mouth brawling between one of the hardcore icons of Florida wrestling, Alex Decay, and the big bad brawler, the Biff.
Now, I have seen Alex Decay in his share of hardcore matches with tacks, with all sorts of things. He was in a match with Against All Odds, which is Aaron Epic and Josh Rayne, where he got the losing end of a bag of tacks. Did you happen to see that, Simon Says?
Not only did I witness that, I was out here after that match when I put Josh Rayne in his place. And speaking of Josh Rayne, where is the little booger, huh? He didn't show up tonight. And you know who else didn't show up tonight? Luis Matos, my opponent for tonight. You know why? Because they're busy hanging out at the flea markets, doing backyard shows, watching tapes of their former trampoline days. They don't have the gourd to show up and face me tonight. Maybe Josh Rayne finally learned his lesson and decided to stay home and work on his science project for school tomorrow.
I wouldn't say that, Simon, but let's focus on this match here as we have a tremendous match in the ring.
Oh, look at that hold, Snowman, just tweaking the knee of the Biff.
Alex Decay tweaking the knee of the Biff, that is, and your referee is Dan Kriegbaum. You have the dirty white boy again as the tag team partner is the Biff. I don't think these two have ever tagged together before, but the virus, Alex Decay and Jude Mackenzie, have wrestled several times, probably for the last couple years as a tag team.
Yeah, speaking of never tagging before, I don't think this dirty white boy has ever showered before. The stench of the trailer is burning my nose hairs. Joe, can you smell that?
They're burning those nose hairs. It's gonna burn for a while because that's a big nose and a whole bunch of hair, Simon
Hey!
says. Sorry about that. Look at the match, Simon. Look at the match.
You have the audacity to make fun of my nose? Your nose looks like they ran out of noses in heaven and they passed you out an elbow.
I can smell things in Orlando, actually. And now, let's get back to this match there, Simon.
Looks like Sergeant Slaughter sitting on your face. And
I have no idea what that means. I think he has a big chin, not a big nose, Simon.
Yes, your nose looks like
I'm not Triple H here, sir. And back to the match. The Biff really being taken down by the younger and quicker Jude Mackenzie. Jude has had quite a feud over the last few years with Biff Slater.
That's right, and it's not been documented in the ring. It's all been backstage shenanigans between these two guys. You can cut the tension with a knife whenever Biff is in the locker room and Jude Mackenzie walks in. Jude Mackenzie's not a stable individual. Jude Mackenzie's a few clowns short of a circus, and that's why I like him, and that's why I undertook his services to accomplish this tonight.
I have no idea what undertaking his services is.
Shut up!
I've seen him pour gasoline on individuals. I've seen him take a razor blade and try to cut people in the ring, like an X-Acto knife. I've seen him try to cut someone's wrist. What is wrong with this individual?
Correction, SnowMan. You were here and you witnessed him actually cut Aaron Epic. And the big AAO versus the Virus match, he sliced Aaron Epic's forehead from side to side. And here we see this Dirty White Boy, just a house of fire. We're going to be going for here.
Dirty White Boy, formerly a tag team member of the Dirty White Boys. Just a big backcracker there by the Dirty White Boy. Going to go for the cover. The one. I only got the one count as apparently Jude Mackenzie's feet were on those ropes.
And referee Dan Kay with the biggest head in the world. He had the peripheral vision of a rabbit. He was staring at the entrance ramp and still saw the rope break behind him.
We actually had to get a bigger facility because his head is so big.
And ladies and gentlemen, my soul just quivered.
Holy shit.
The Gangsters have just walked into the building.
Ladies and gentlemen,
let the funeral march begin.
This is going to be interesting as New Jack has stated he will kill the American Gangsters if he sees the American Gangsters here tonight.
Nice knowing you, gentlemen.
So the American Gangsters are in the building. We may see a match between New Jack, the original gangsta, a man who got his name from Jim Cornette back in Smoky Mountain Wrestling, against the American Gangsters, who probably got their name from Martin Marvel.
And the creative genius Martin Marvel can suck it. Right here, SnowMan, let me tell you something. These guys may not be the sharpest knives in the drawer. They do have the sharpest knives in the drawer. But you know what? These guys are showing some excellent psychology here. Not only did they neutralize the tree trunk that is the Biff by taking out his vertical base, they're doing the same thing to the Dirty White Boy. Look at them just isolating him.
They're smart wrestlers.
That's right.
They may not be smart individuals, but they're smart wrestlers.
How do you know they're not smart individuals?
I said they may not.
I said they're crazy. They're not stupid.
They're not stupid. Unlike you. Now going back to this... Sorry, sir. Will you stop? Going back to the ring, Alex Decay in control here with the elbow across the knee of Dirty White Boy. And a big right hand on the Dirty White Boy.
And ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned because there's a great possibility that I may slap Mr. Monotone, the SnowMan here tonight for getting out of line with Simon Says. You're gonna have to excuse the SnowMan in his Ben Stein voice. He's still recovering from his charisma bypass.
Sorry, folks. That would be assault, as I am not a wrestler. I'm not allowed in that ring, and you can't hit me, sir.
We'll see about that. I'm the ASW champion. I can do whatever I want.
You probably will do whatever you want. You're a bit of a loose cannon, Simon says.
That's right. I'm the new coming of Brian Pillman, and now we see the Dirty White Boy with the big tag to the Biff. And the Biff and on the fire.
Big clothesline by the Biff. Biff taking down the big Alex Decay. Big elbow now. And Biff being smart, separating Jude Mackenzie and Alex Decay.
Oh, big flapjack.
My goodness. Folks, there's a lot of real hatred between the Biff and the Virus, particularly with Jude Mackenzie. Jude Mackenzie alluding to the fact that the Biff is belt happy and that he just threw him down and stole his heavyweight championship from him 6 months ago.
And ladies and gentlemen, you just saw the Biff deliver a knee to the face of Alex Decay that rattled my vagina just now. Alex Decay in a bad, bad way.
That is a lot of rattling because it's a huge vagina, people.
That's right. Just like the SnowMan is a huge vagina.
I have a bigger vagina than I have a nose, and that is grande.
Here we see the Biff setting up for the wedgeplex. Could be looking to put out Alex Decay. Oh! Big super kick. That's a contender.
Super kick.
That's a contender for the shot of the week. The Biff is down and out.
Well, it's good to see the Bourbon Street Mafia standing in front of the camera. That always does help the quality of the matches.
Yeah, hey, you with the face, move.
And now Jude Mackenzie telling Dan Kriegbaum that he needs to check on the man outside as Jude Mackenzie takes that belt out. Jude Mackenzie gonna use it on the Biff. Biff Slater, oh, just taken down by Jude.
That big studded belt has taken out the Biff. Could Jude Mackenzie look to regain his victory? He's gonna get his pin back on the Biff.
Little
He's stalking
vengeance.
him now.
This is what you motivated him with. This is exactly what you told him could happen. Oh, that big double stomp now. Going for the cover, the 1, 2, 3. Jude Mackenzie picks up the victory.
He did it.
Did the impossible. Jude Mackenzie picks up the victory.
Jude Mackenzie absolved his injustice, and now justice has been served, SnowMan.